Hey, what's up, everybody? It's kind of hard for me to come on here and talk. It's personal. I haven't talked to anybody for a long time. I have a lot of followers on social media and YouTube, and there's just friends, family. I've been quiet. It's been a long time. I was trying to figure out how I was going to write something out, what to say. I had stuff written out. I'm just going to speak from the heart. I got ill a while back. I'll try to sum it up. I got ill a while back from the COVID shot, believe it or not. 2021, I got the Madura, two of the shots, and got really sick. Thought it'd pass, and then my doctor talked me into getting the booster shot. So I got the booster shot, and it just messed me up. I got really sick for a while there. People that know me, you could see I started gaining tons of weight. Just got really sick and couldn't figure out what was going on, and started seeing a bunch of doctors getting passed off to everybody left and right, trying to figure out what was going on. And then 2023, I ended up having a stroke. So they found lesions in my brain. I had problems with my speech. That's why I wasn't making videos and doing a lot of things. I wasn't out there talking to anybody. I was trying to rehabilitate. I was having problems walking. It took me a couple months to try to walk again. I was mostly in bed. It was very hard. Sorry, I got the shakes. My hands are still, it's messed up my neurological system. So anyways, just struggling with doctors. No one knew what was going on. Finally, once I moved over here to Nevada, ended up getting sent to all the way to UCLA in California. I know they're just passing me around, but you know what? They ended up finding out what was happening. I ended up having the long-term COVID effects from the COVID vaccine. So I ended up getting really sick, and told me I'm one of thousands they get over there at that university, and I'm not the only one. I felt so alone. So it was really hard for me to talk to anybody because what do you explain? They don't know what's wrong with you. The effects were just like having relapsing MS. So I was having muscle weakness. I couldn't hardly get around. Ended up being bedbound for about a year. But this is my story. I'm going to just show you a couple of my clips of when I was sick. I'm still sick. I'm having problems with brain fog. It doesn't hit me as often as it did, but it still, could put me down for 2 or 3 days sometimes. So it's not over, but I'm working to get around it now. So just trying to figure out how to get around it. And that doctor at UCLA was telling me about changing my diet. And then I started learning like keto diet. And then I went from keto to carnivore diet and cut off all sugar and carbs. And it just changed my life. It changed my life. I mean, it wasn't for that. It was actually God. That's my story. And that's what I'm going to get to right here. Without this guy, it wouldn't have been possible. So anyways, here's a couple of clips. I'm too embarrassed to show anything else because it was a lot. This is already hard enough to share with everybody, but I just hope it gives other people inspiration. Another day in life in my world here. My head's clogged up. I have a lot of pain, a lot of pressure in my head, and I lay in the dark. My eyes are sensitive. I'm just depressed, upset, crying. Just tired of the doctors. I'm just tired of having to call. I don't feel good, and my brain doesn't want to work, and I'm tired. I have to go and call all these places. It's just really hard, and then I'm getting passed off from the doctor. Now they want me to go to LA, to the University of Southern California. I sit here for hours on end. It's just a lot. It's a lot when I don't feel good and I'm stuck in bed and I'm gaining tons of weight. I know I'm gonna be fat shamed at doctors for being heavy, and I can't work out right now. I miss riding my bicycle, and then I used to just get out of the house. God, my head is so clogged up. I just wanted to stop.
I feel like I don't even know how to talk anymore half the time. I don't even want to talk to anybody. I don't even know why I'm here anymore. Well, month number 2, it is March 4th. Hopefully a year from now I'll be in a different spot, just documenting everything. I'm just tired of laying here. I'm tired of being in there.
Here's where it started for me. I started opening up the Bible again. I really thought I knew Jesus already. I had him in my heart, I felt, most of my life. And what scared me, I remembered a passage, and it was Matthew 7:21 through 23. He even says, "And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me." So that freaked me out. And I just, started reading the Word more. And the more and more I got into the Word, the more it just opened my eyes. God opened my eyes. And I refound Jesus again. And not to get too religious with you guys, but he opened up my heart. That's what got me started. That was the whole spark. And my life changed from there. As you can see, everything changed. I just started putting in the work. I started working out. He just gave me inspiration. I just kept saying, hey, I got to do this. I got to not only do this for me, I got to do this for my family. I got family that care about me too. A lot of times I just wanted to give up and not wake up again. But I'm so glad that the Lord found me again and woke me up and changed my life. I just want to let you guys know, anybody out there, and religious or not, it doesn't have to take, religion to give you that spark as well. Think about your family. Get that motivation going. Don't give up. Realize that people out there still care about you. For me, I know the Lord cares about me. He cares about you. There's other people that care about you, family, friends, that you may not even think care about you, but you make a difference to people. Don't give up and get moving. Just do what you got to do. I only work out 3 days a week. I'm old school. I'm almost 50 years old, so I'm doing old Mike Mincer. I do his high intensity workout 3 days a week. And I go and do a split. I split each muscle group, so I hit every muscle group. But I only do a few sets to failure, and I don't overdo it because of my age. So be careful out there. So remember this. He came, he died on the cross, he was buried, he was resurrected, and he's coming back. Jesus is the light in the dark. So I hope you guys got a little inspiration from this, and thank you for listening to my story. Just remember this, all because there isn't a cure for something doesn't mean you have to give up. So don't give up. God bless you guys.
I've got all that I could ever need. Take the world away from me, and I'll be okay. If I got Jesus, there's a hope that's living deep inside, a joy that I could never hide, and a safe place to fall. If I got Jesus, I got it all. If I got Jesus, I got it all.